Hi, I'm Neil Ward-Dutton. I work for IDC in Europe, leading our AI and our business automation practices. And in these weekly short videos, I'm talking about recent research we've done, our practices, conversations we've had, and ideas we're exploring. Now, tech company acquisitions are of course very common, and in the lifespan of any given market, they're particularly common in two periods. One period occurs when the market becomes properly established, and it becomes clear that companies are starting to buy into a particular technology in a big way. And there's a race on, really, between established companies to get a piece of the action by buying fast-growing startups and scale-ups before those startups and scale-ups become too expensive. The other period occurs when the market starts to become saturated, and any specialised independent vendors left in the market are struggling to grow and probably getting most of the revenue from serving existing clients. Here, capital often flows in, snatching up and rolling up the acquisitions to squeeze those tech vendors' margins and provide a neat source of profit, cutting back on marketing, R&D budget, that kind of thing. And at the same time, you'll find that the market in question is often being disrupted and reinvented, with new startups attempting to find profitable new ways to do the same job as the more established players who are struggling. Now, it seems like 2020 has been particularly active in terms of acquisitions in the intelligent process automation space. For example, IBM bought WDG Automation, Appian bought Jidoka, Microsoft bought Softomotive, and just in the past week or so, Highland bought Alfresco and Another Monday, and Nintex bought K2. So you might ask, where are we in this market? Are the acquisitions we're seeing part of the expansion phase of the market, or the consolidation and reinvention phase? And I think the answer is kind of both. At IDC, we see the intelligent process automation space as a market with multiple distinct segments, albeit where the distinction between those segments is starting to get a bit blurry in places. And some of these segments are very definitely in the expansion phase. RPA is the obvious example, and others are more in a consolidation and reinvention phase. The process-centric application platform segment has been very much in this phase for the last few years. With process-centric application platforms, a number of vendors have managed to successfully reinvent themselves, quickly shifting to platform as a service delivery and adding low-code application development tooling. Others have moved much more slowly or failed to move at all. Now, a feature of the intelligent process automation, or IPA, market that particularly stands out for me in 2020 is the solidification of a distinct class, distinct group of independent specialist vendors that nevertheless offer broad modern automation platforms. Obvious examples here are Appian, Pegasystems, Kofax, and now Nintex, aiming to join the club with its K2 acquisition. They're flanked on one side by RPA-centric specialist vendors like Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, Cryon, WorkFusion, UiPath, and on the other side by much broader enterprise platform players like SAP, Oracle, IBM, and Microsoft. The overall market is growing fast enough and with enough headroom for future growth for all of these vendors to thrive in the near term and probably medium term, even in today's challenging conditions. Having said that, I would not be at all surprised to see one or two more acquisitions in the coming months. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think, as always. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.